So this is Atelier. It runs in its own K3s cluster and is essentially a managed application environment, an abstraction layer over all the complexity of Kubernetes, Docker, and container orchestration. From a developer's perspective, you push your code to it. It handles the build process internally, runs any configured checks, and deploys your application. It supports single container apps, whether that's a front-end, a back-end API, or both, as well as multi-container setups. So with a front-end, back-end database and anything in between. So this is the main app screen. You can see all your running applications here, group them, hide them, and rearrange them as needed. Clicking any app opens it directly. For example, this is a utility app I built to work with Excel files. I keep a number of utility apps here for things I need on demand, a private YouTube downloader, a file sharing app with upload links and password protection, and so on. Everything here runs privately in my home lab by default, but you can make apps public with ease. Cloudflare tunnels are integrated natively, so a private app can be exposed on a public URL in just a few clicks. So moving down the sidebar, this is Nova, the built-in AI. It has visibility into the cluster state, can diagnose issues, and suggest or apply fixes. There's also a bundled agent environment that connects to Claude Code or OpenCode, running in its own container for in-platform development. The supervisor is a background agent that periodically checks cluster health. If it finds orphaned ingresses, unclaimed PVCs or other issues, it surfaces them here and can act on them. It also integrates with an alerting channel to send notifications proactively. So the archive view is where deleted apps go. Removing an app deactivates its pods and resources but doesn't permanently destroy it. You can restore it at any time. In settings, you'll find cluster health overview, LLM configuration for system-level tasks like code review, and automation options including proactive error monitoring and automatic base image updates. The supervisor's check interval and health check behavior are all configurable here. The build system lets you choose exactly which steps run, pre-deploy linting, post-build code review, and so on. So under system settings, you can add MCP servers into Nova so it has access to tools like web search and fetch when diagnosing problems. This is also where you configure Cloudflare tunnels and manage API tokens. A single endpoint handles everything. Code pushes to the internal Git repository, health checks, deployments, all through one interface. There's also a backup and restore capability here. So drilling into an individual app, you have live log streaming, full deploy history, and one-click rollback to any previous deployment. Resource limits are fixed by default but adjustable. There's also built-in CVE scanning, and the AI can query scan results directly through the API. So secrets management is smart. Atelier scans your Dockerfiles and identifies expected environment variables, pre-populating the secrets interface for you, or you can have your agent add them for you. This opens up a lot of possibilities with public-facing applications. So note that all backend apps have persistent storage via Longhorn. Your agent is instructed via the skills to write to data, which maps to the Longhorn volume, so data survives restarts and redeployments. So this way you enable a Cloudflare tunnel to allow public access. Enabling and disabling access is a single click, which is also controllable by your AI agent. The build screen shows you the full pipeline in real time as your app is being built and pushed out. And beyond custom-built apps, you can also deploy pre-built images directly via the import image function. This includes personal agents like Hermes, and I have blueprints already on the website, so can be set up in a few minutes. Other personal agents like OpenCode will be added in the future. So speaking of Hermes, this is where it all comes together. Hermes runs in a pod here and is accessible over Telegram. I can tell it about new skills I've published, and rather than overwriting what it's learned, it cherry picks relevant updates and incorporates them into its existing knowledge base. I also have a scheduled job that sends me a daily health and summary report, and because it's connected via Telegram, I can trigger it from anywhere. I can also ask it to build and deploy a new app, and it will handle the whole process and send me the link when it's done. See my recent Doom video. So that's Atelier, a private self-hosted platform for deploying and managing applications with built-in CI persistent storage, public URL support via Cloudflare, and an AI layer that can monitor, fix, and build on your behalf. Try Atelier at tryatelier.dev.